Welcome to the Weekly Whatever. You can find us on Twitter at the Weekly Whatever. Look for the yellow W's. We are very active and would love to get you involved in the show. I am one of your hosts, Aaron. With me, as always, is Rhino
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, hell yeah.
and Kyle
Yo.
and Chilcion.
Hello.
Our personal social medias are in the description and at the end of the podcast. All right, let's get into our first whatever. Chilson, what do you got?
God of War. God of War.
God of
God of War.
God of War.
More like
Yes.
Who
God,
is the
I'm
God?
bored.
Oh.
Oh, what a terrible.
Aaron, you just played No Man's Sky, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
See, that's a funny joke. That's actually a funny joke.
It's my only platinum, and I plan to keep it that way.
What
Wait,
the I thought you played through Tales of the Borderlands.
No, see, it was on Chilson's PS4, so he got the plat.
Oh, that's a rip.
I don't
He
really
ripped
care
you
about
off, man.
platinums, but like to be honest, now I do because I'm gonna check every game to make sure I don't get another platinum. Because I want people to be like, oh, he has a platinum. What game? Oh, he platinum No Man's Sky.
You just never play a Telltale
Really?
game then, because they give you the platinum for free. You just have to finish it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. God of War
God of War.
Oh,
looks great.
oh, yeah.
Dude, it looks spot on.
I kind of wish the reviews hadn't come out so early because now it's gonna make waiting for it even more unbearable.
I think they did a similar thing with The Last of Us. The Last of Us reviews. So they like gave out early copies of that game like a month before launch, and then reviews came out like I think it was 2 weeks before the game actually launched, and like all the reviews were raving just like they are for God of War. And now like there's like a 2-week period of just hype of people just like waiting and waiting and waiting for the game to come out. I think it's actually a strategic move. I think the way they do it's quite smart actually.
Yeah.
Because
Man.
there's nothing worse than like reviews coming out like a day or two before a game, because like
Yeah.
you know if they're handing out copies late that the game's not that good, you know, before
Uh-huh.
launch, because they don't want the bad publicity before launch day.
Yeah.
Well, did you guys see that even the PlayStation Twitter changed like their name to #God of War?
And
I
so
don't
they
blame
should.
them.
So they
I
should.
don't blame them. It's this is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's being called like the game of the generation or whatever.
Yeah.
Like one of the best, if not the best, console game that's come out for like PS4, Xbox One.
It's pretty crazy.
Next.
And if you look at the Metacritic, so I think it's sitting. Let me get it.
I think it's still
at
sitting at 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
the only
insane.
2 games on the PS4 list that are rated higher are The Last of Us Remastered and GTA 5. Both those games came out on PS3 originally / Xbox 360 for GTA 5.
Yeah.
So they're technically last gen games. This is the highest rated current gen game that's come out on PS4, and it's beating some really really fucking good games. It's better than Uncharted 4. It's rated higher than Uncharted 4.
What
Metal Gear
Uncharted
5?
4 get?
It's a 93. So it's
Yeah,
like
just list them out as you go down.
That's what I'm
Persona
saying.
5, which is also a 93. Yeah, Metal Gear 5, which is also a 93. Journey, which is a 92. Bloodborne, which is a 92. Undertale, Witcher 3, Shadow of the Colossus. Like, there are so many games on this list that are incredible, and God of War is rated higher than all of them. Like, it's
That's
fucking
just
insane.
insane. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Cool.
I am ridiculously excited. I can't I can't remember the last time I was so hyped for a game.
I know, right? I'm so excited. I can't even I can't even contain myself when I think about it. Like it's fucking crazy. And props to Sony Santa Monica, because they've been working on this game for 5 years now. The last game that they had come out was
Ascension?
God of
Did they do
War-
Ascension?
God of War Ascension, which came out in I think it was 2013.
See, I
So,
didn't
yeah,
play Ascension.
Literally 5 years. So for them to spend 5 years, blood, sweat, and tears working on this, and for them to get the comeuppance and the the payoff in investment that they have in terms of just review scores. Like, it must feel so good for them after working so hard for so long on it.
I wonder how many times they had to like almost start over with like things advancing technologically.
Yeah,
That's the thing that I've always wondered.
It's
I've
5 years. That's
wondered
a long
how
time.
people keep, like, it just doesn't even make sense to me. Like, do they just plan ahead and they're like, it's gonna change, so let's not even do something. Like, let's get our story down, and once the story's down, like, then we can start working on hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, where do you start? You know, especially because this game's essentially a reboot for this series. Like,
Yeah.
what foundation do you lay down first? You know, like,
Storyboard.
there's so and like concept art and whatnot, but like
Yeah.
there's that much that goes into making a game like this. Like, and there's thousands. Probably, I think, I'm not sure the staff numbers at Santa Monica, but it would probably be around 500 to 1,000, I would assume. Like, how those people come together and create something like this, and even start something like this, it must be like an insane process.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's insane. Kyle, did you play God of War? God of War 3?
I played through the first mission of it, and then that was when that was when my PS4 was having those issues. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
And so I never rebooted the backup. I have it downloaded on my PS4 to play, but I just haven't.
Play it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and
You
that's
should
the
play
issue
it
that I
before-
have.
before you
I
play
am
the new one.
so stoked to play it because I see all the stuff for it, but I feel like a scumbag just coming into God of War
Mhm.
4 and be
Oh,
like,
there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
Yeah, you gotta
I don't know. I just don't want to be that person. I feel
No,
like a
I know what you're
scumbag.
saying. Because like part of me is like, I've played every single God of War game, and this dates
Yeah.
back to like PS2. So I played them on PS2. I played the remasters on PS3. I played God of War 3 on PS3. I played the PSP games as well.
Oh shit, you played the PSP games?
Remakes. Yeah, and then Ascension
Damn.
as well, which I also loved. And I platinumed every single God of War game. Like, so I'm a fucking like
Jeez.
super fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, like-
I didn't play the PSP or Ascension. I just played the main trilogy.
Mhm.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, like, I don't want to be an elitist and be like, oh, you know, like, this is my franchise, right? I don't want. I mean, like, these people deserve all the success that they get. So people who are buying the game and they've never played a God of War game before, like, that's perfectly fine. Like, we should be encouraging developers like this by giving them money, giving them the means to continue to
To be
create
honest, from what it's looking like, this seems like a pretty good game to get into the franchise.
Absolutely, yeah. Because it is a reboot. It's a reboot of the franchise. It's going into Norse mythology now. It's moving
Right.
on from the Greek mythology, and
it's
Kratos'
still
character is
Kratos,
changing
though.
as well. Yeah, it's still fucking Kratos with a
Still-
beard, man. Like,
But the Greek stuff has happened with Kratos. Like,
Yeah.
in the past, we're assuming. I'm interested to see like how all of that happened. I'm actually really curious about that.
yeah, I wonder how it actually starts off and how they, if they like have flashbacks to like
Yeah.
what he used to be like and whatnot, and how they move on from that.
Yeah,
story.
because
They left
because
in a pretty dire
Yes,
straits.
spoiler alert, Kyle. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear it.
No,
But
it's all good.
The end of God of War 3, things were shitty.
Yeah.
things-
Do you guys just want to spoil what happens at the
Do
end?
you-
Like,
No,
do
I don't
we?
think so. I don't think so. We don't need.
We should leave it. Yeah, it's
So,
pretty
When
crazy.
you say it's shitty, do you say like the ending was shitty or just like
no, it's
everything-
just
the situation.
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
situation was shitty. Like it's hard to imagine how like they came out of it.
Yeah,
okay, that makes
for
sense.
sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, I was gonna say maybe. How long do you think it takes to play?
You could do it. You could do it in a weekend if you put aside 10 hours, 8 hours
Yeah.
maybe. If you play it on like just normal mode and just speed run.
Because
Yeah.
that's the thing. I do have all day tomorrow, so
It's not a super long game. God of War 3 is still one of the best games I've ever played. It's so much fucking fun.
Oh, just the very first fucking scene of that game is you climbing on the back of
absolutely.
Gaia.
I do
and
have to
climbing
say,
up Mount
that was
Olympus.
epic.
Like, oh,
I
it's so
love
epic.
that.
And you fucking 1v1 Poseidon. Like, it's one of the best openings to a video game that I've ever played. Like, I was blown away because the ending of God of War 2 was disappointing because you end like that the very end of God of War 2, is the start of God of War 3 essentially. So like
Yeah.
you team up with the
Oh,
Titans,
I'm
you
gonna
team up
fight
with
some
Gaia.
gods now. Hell
Yeah, and you
no
start
way.
climbing Mount Olympus to go fuck everyone up, and then the game finishes, and you're like, no fucking way. But it paid off so well for God of War 3. Just that beginning sequence is fucking amazing.
Dude, sometimes like at least like the first couple of years after I played God of War 3, there were still times where I would just like Google the intro to God of War, just like the title music and everything.
Yeah.
I love the opening theme. The opening theme is so good. I
It
love
is.
I love the
It
music
is.
in general in the God of War series.
Yeah, for sure.
Ugh.
I'm getting like shivers down my
I know.
spine just fucking thinking about it, man. Like, oh God. It's so good.
I'm gonna miss because I feel like we're not gonna get as angry of a Kratos. I'm gonna miss real angry boy Kratos a little bit, but like
Hell yeah.
I'm sure.
I think we also got a good share of him though at the same time. You know,
Absolutely.
we got plenty of him, so
I
I'm
mean,
excited for this new.
A lot of
direction.
people like to complain about Kratos' character in the first, in the main series games and in the spin-off ones being like one-dimensional. He's just this angry dude,
Yeah.
and all he cares about is killing people. But like there's justification for why he wants to
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. Like I don't want to spoil anything, but like he goes through some pretty fucked up shit, which is kind of
Yeah.
caused by Ares, the original God of War. And so his like path for vengeance, like it makes a lot of sense in terms of his story arc. Like, and people like to be like, oh, he just wants to kill everyone. It's like, he has a fucking reason for that. Like, if you look at his
Yeah.
backstory, the fucking reason for why he's so angry and why he wants vengeance on the gods.
It's,
Like,
it's not like they ever played him off as like a hero. He's a fucking
Yeah.
anti-hero.
he's an anti-hero.
anti-hero.
Exactly.
I think Kratos is a pretty one-dimensional character, but I think unlike traditional storytelling media, video games, it's totally fine to have a one-dimensional character because then it's projection of the player. Like Link in Legend of Zelda is a perfect example of that. I mean, there's really nothing to him as an actual character, which is the idea because you put yourself in their shoes.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they did show some character. Like they enhanced his character a bit in God of War 3, a little bit just with one of the characters that was in the game. But
Yeah.
that's really about it. But I never had any problem with it. Kratos is
Never.
fucking awesome.
It's
Kratos
fucking
is-
awesome, man. He's going.
Kratos is the fucking coolest. He's a savage to
Yeah.
end all savages.
He's
Like, he
like
is-
the biggest
Oh.
badass in video games. Like he's the number one.
yeah, I can't think of anybody who would be more badass than Kratos. Maybe like Matt. Yeah, maybe like Master Chief or something. I didn't play the Halo
Master Chief's
games. I played Halo
badass.
4, but that's about it.
And you hardly played Halo 4.
What? What was that?
You heard me. You hardly played Halo 4.
I played
You didn't
all the way
you
through
didn't
Halo
deserve
4.
to play Halo 4.
See, Aaron's like the super fan who doesn't want newcomers to the franchise.
No. It's not that I don't want newcomers to a franchise.
You know what
I don't want
bandwagoners?
I don't want freaking Chilson in franchise. Because he just sits there and just ruins everything.
That's not true. Hey, Kodak.
He'd sit there and he'd know when something would be powerful, and he'd just do his best just to fuck it up somehow. Miguel, I bet this
shit.
character means a lot to you. I'm glad that bitch is dead.
Are you referring to Cortana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Timson like not care or something?
No, he didn't give a shit because he's heartless. He doesn't give a shit about anything.
Wait, you didn't care? I remember when people
I didn't have-
Cortana died, everyone's like,
It
what?
was
Even
so
I
though
didn't have
sad.
I didn't have
Yeah,
an
that's not
emotional
good.
connection to Cortana. I didn't play the first 3 games.
No.
I mean, that's true.
So all I knew is that it destroyed Aaron. So
He was like tease him about it. Oh shit.
well, he'd already played the game before. It's not like it was his first playthrough, you know.
Oh, if
So-
it was my first playthrough, I would have probably killed you or something.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Dude, Aaron was mad at me and Moises for like ruining the final mission in the D1 campaign. Imagine how it was with Halo 4.
Oh shit! I mean, the final mission
You were
in D1 is
upset about
like
The Black Garden,
garden?
baby.
Oh,
it's so
Aaron.
bad. Oh my goodness.
It was
Aaron.
just anticlimactic because they were super powerful, and I literally did nothing just because they were just running me through. So it's like, oh man, I felt like this like
It was meant to be hard, but you just got carried.
yeah, I got completely.
Don't
carried.
worry, it wasn't hard.
It's just
I don't
bad.
think
all
I
right, all right.
finished the story of Destiny until like
What you did in 20 minutes?
no, like I'm dead serious. I don't think I finished it till after DLC 1 launched.
Mm.
Like I just got into the
What?
strike
Wait,
grind.
what? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't think you could like do.
I
half
don't
the
think.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I
I
thought you
don't
had to
think-
finish
I
the
think
story
you
to do
had
some
to-
stuff.
I'm pretty sure you did to get access to like
No.
Nightfall and. You couldn't just do Nightfall without doing the story.
Because I think what you could do is you could level up through Crucible.
You're thinking of D2, bro. I swear to God.
I know that I remember there being some stuff you can do, but like I'm fairly certain like the raids and stuff you had to complete.
Yeah, you're locked out of that content unless you finish the story. I'm almost certain.
Are you sure? Because I remember the only reason I finished the story was because there's a good, like, the Stranger's Rifle, like, Destiny was amazing, and so that's the only reason I finished it.
Do you remember
sure?
when the stranger was a character? Do you guys?
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking God.
Do you remember that? And do you
Greatest
remember
character of
how
all
they
time.
they just wanted to forget how it happened? Yeah, Aaron, you
Oh.
didn't play D2, but like, do you remember the stranger?
That's I don't.
Like the invisible chick, the EXO chick?
Oh.
No one would remember it. She's the least memorable character in all of video games. I wouldn't.
I
blame
don't
Aaron
have
if
time
did
to
She
that.
has
explain.
one. She has
I
one of
don't
the
have
best
time to
lines in
explain.
video games history. Video game history. How could you not remember such a powerful line?
I think
Oh,
think
fuck.
I remember her, but I don't remember what she says.
She's the one at the end of the game when she gives you her rifle.
And stuff.
like
Yeah, she
yellow
kind of like guides you.
Oh.
Kind of.
Oh,
She
I
doesn't do
guess.
anything. She
Yeah,
shows up
yeah,
like
yeah.
3 times in the storyline, and that's it.
Yeah, she shows up, like pretends to like talk to somebody, and then just like goes invis and goes like,
And
runs away.
bounces, yeah, and fucks off. Oh God.
Yeah, she's not in D2 at all. She doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Oh.
They just like they just wanted to pretend like she
never
didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had no idea where to go with her character.
You know in D3 she's gonna come back and everyone's gonna love her. If there's a D3.
I
I
don't
hope there isn't a D3.
I don't
honestly.
think they would bring the stranger back. I think they've
Why?
actually
There's no
fully
reason.
I think they fully committed to just like just erasing her.
Yeah, she's a dead character. They killed her off. She's like had an off-screen death, man. She doesn't exist
like
anymore.
the
Alright.
speaker.
Wait,
Alright.
Yeah, they gave her an off-screen death,
Speaker's
like the
dead.
speaker.
Speaker's
Speaker's still alive. Hashtag DLC 3. Just wait for it, dude.
Speaker's dead. He fell down, so he's dead.
Oh, do you remember when we played through D2 storyline and you were like writing in the group chat being like, dude, I fucking love what they done with the speaker. The speaker a fucking badass now. I fucking love the speaker.
Speaker
Remember
was
that?
badass.
Oh,
The speaker
shut
was
up. The
badass.
story was trash. The speaker was trash.
He
The whole
had
game
like
was trash.
one good quote.
Yeah, the quote was
One, yeah.
badass.
The kill
quote was
yourself quote. That
awesome.
was it. That
Yeah.
was it. That was it.
Well,
dude.
that's why I liked him so much. It was that
He
line.
was
It's just
you.
like, oh, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, he turned toxic for a second, so you saw yourself. Like,
Oh,
I
give
was
me a
like-
break.
I could be the speaker. I could
I could be the speaker. Fuck yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, let's not get into D2. That would be it. We should do like a fucking episode on D2
Yeah.
and just
That
talk
needs
about
to-
the
that
shit
needs to be
storm.
its
we
own
could do a
episode.
whole episode.
Yeah.
We literally could. Christ.
Almost what you should do, Kyle, is let Aaron borrow your D2 copy just so he can see it. So
He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't play it.
he'd do it for the podcast.
I
But Aaron,
watched.
did you not play it at all?
I watched a friend of ours like go through the tutorial and then like passed it a little bit. And I was like, this is just Halo 3.
If
Is it-
only.
Yeah.
It's yeah, if only it was Halo 3. Can you imagine?
So,
Oh
all-
god.
like I didn't say a lot of it just because like it was like the day the game came out. I didn't want to like sit there and just like shit on like his purchase or whatever. But, like I just remember thinking like that guy, that's an enemy in Halo. Oh shit, no, it really is. Like, oh god, that's exactly what they do. Is this just
Hey.
like copy pasted?
Hey, you can't rip
Yeah.
off yourself, man. You can't
Yeah.
rip off yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
recycled content. They're just being environmentally friendly.
It just,
Efficient.
yeah, I didn't really play it, but,
Efficiency.
like, everything I saw from it was just kind of like, this looks like the first one, but somehow worse. And I didn't even like the first.
Somehow worse. I couldn't describe it better.
Yeah.
Like the first, but somehow
don't-
worse.
dude, don't worry
literally.
Private matches are coming in a month right now. We can again.
Yeah, 10 months after launch. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we can 1v1 finally, bro.
Oh my god, yes. But I can't cheese you, so it's not fun.
Yeah, exactly. You get the fucking the Uriels and your Mida and let's go.
Sit at the back of the map. Just camp at the back of the map.
I do
It's
have
essentially
to say
who can Mida each other better, or
I do
Uriels
have
against
to
each other
say-
better.
that was awesome when it was fun. The first weekend of trial. Just saying.
The first weekend of trials was fun.
Yeah, because we were way over leveled than everyone else. Super OP. It was great.
Wait,
But Also thinking back at it though, it was shit. Because
yeah, I know it's terrible.
Because-
But no, there was
oh. Yeah, no, the gear didn't matter. I thought
gear
right?
didn't matter. Yeah, what are
Yeah.
you talking about, Kyle? There was no,
No, because
gear.
we all had Midas. We
Everyone
had-
on the planet had Mida at that point. Like literally the entire
No.
planet did. Yeah,
I feel like we just walked through trial.
We did because
we did.
all you had to do was pre-fire at a corner and you quit. That's literally all
Okay.
we did.
It was
Okay.
so easy.
It was shit.
That's
It
true.
was shit.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh,
I did love my fucking grenade launcher though. I fucking love
oh,
that
the
thing.
noob tube. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
dude. I was pro with the noob tube.
You actually, I'm not gonna lie. You had some pretty good
You
clips on
did.
the noob tube.
Dude,
It was awesome.
that noob tube was so good. I was still surprised that nobody ever used it.
Because it really wasn't good. You like, I just
no, it was.
it wasn't. It's a two-shot. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, but the rate of fire was really high, and it had proximity detonation, like really generous
Yeah.
proximity detonation.
But
So
you could just cheese with like a fucking rocket, and there's a one-shot every time.
get more ammo. You get more ammo with the grenade launcher.
Yeah, I
You
guess.
get like 6
Oh.
bullets, which is 3 kills, which is perfect for trials.
Well, no, because there's 4 players now, so it's not.
Oh fuck! That's
Careful,
right. I
careful.
forgot about that shit.
Yeah, 4v4, dude.
Alright.
I feel like we should stop talking before we get.
yeah.
there.
Yeah, no,
When's
no.
the D1 remaster coming out?
Oh, imagine. How cool would that be? We could private match again. Oh, one-shot
Yeah.
stickies. Hell yeah.
No, they would probably remaster D1 without private matches to come out in like a couple months.
They'd sell it as an expansion later.
Yeah, they would sell it as its own add-on.
They fucking would, wouldn't they? Christ.
Okay.
All right,
Whatever.
let's move on, please. My heart is actually starting to like ache.
We
now.
actually we went from one of the games of the generation to one of the worst games of the generation. Like
Absolutely.
in terms of our conversation just then.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
just happened?
I'm
So,
still not over it.
Whatever. Kyle, you took your lady out to dinner tonight, right?
Yes, I did.
Did you
Hell
tip?
yeah.
Yes, I did tip.
Did you tip generously?
I tipped the average amount.
Okay.
What's the
How do you guys
average
feel
amount?
about tipping?
I hate it.
I don't tip.
I think it's fucking retarded. I think it's terrible.
Yeah.
So the
But-
reason I brought
me.
this up is I was listening to one of my podcasts and they had someone that was not in the States and they said that people in the States are the only people that tip. And I thought that was interesting. And since Rhino lives in Australia, it'd be kind of fun
Hell
to
yeah.
get his opinion on it. Because
It's true.
it's
It's a weird concept for me
yeah.
to grasp.
So you guys
but-
don't tip in Australia then?
We don't. No, we don't tip unless like some people like tip bartenders, like if they're trying to get some action on the side.
Yeah.
Extra sauce.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you know what I mean. And like some people might tip like a,
I
like
know
a
what you
pizza
mean, man.
dude.
I know.
Some people might like tip like a pizza dude like a couple of bucks if he delivers it or something. Like, but it's not like common practice. Like when we dine in somewhere, you essentially you don't tip. Like it's not a thing. Whereas in the US, like you basically have to tip,
Absolutely.
right?
Oh, you have to. It's like a social contract. Like if you, no matter
If you don't tip, they're gonna spit in your food the next time you come in.
Really?
Yep.
yeah,
No, it's just
Wow.
crazy. It's expected. Like,
Is that just because like the wage for like wait staff is so low that that's how they make their money, or
yeah,
is-
like the
something-
idea is
something
that
like that.
they get paid so little to do like work that
So
that
much.
Yeah, so I've
sucks.
never fully understood that. Like the minimum wage still like applies to them, correct? But I've also heard that it doesn't.
So what
What the
employers
fuck?
can claim is their staff as a whole gets an average number of tips, and the employer can, like, if they average that out, they can factor that into the pay of the person.
Okay.
What?
So it's actually, so hypothetically, if minimum wage is $9, the employer could pay them $5 with the understanding that on average they get $4 in tips an hour.
See, it's
What?
like, but like that doesn't make me feel any different though, because it's kind of like, how's that my
Yeah,
problem?
that's a
You're-
symptom of a greater problem.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that seems
Like-
that seems weird to me too.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. My girlfriend, like, I can tell she doesn't like that I like complain about it so much. But like, it's fucking stupid. Okay, it is moronic.
I mean,
like,
it kind of is. Like, why don't they just
Why
fucking
do I
pay
have to
them
tip you
min
to do your
wage?
fucking job? I don't get tips. I work in
Well-
retail. I should get tips.
I
You know,
should
shit
get
I have
tips
to
as a
put up with?
landscaper.
Well,
Like, that's the
we
thing.
do.
Why do we only tip food?
I mean, is that the
Why don't
only
we tip
industry
everything?
where they
Well, I tip
bring
my
down the min
barber.
wage though?
You tip your barber?
I
My
don't tip
mom's my barber.
I don't tip.
Oh,
my
Mom's my barber. Oh shit! Do you
And
tip
Abby's taking over soon, so
Oh,
no.
yeah. You
I
should
tip my
the
barber, but yeah, but it's
See,
just
that
like,
that feels rude.
what feels?
Like tipping my barber.
Why does that feel
I
rude?
know it's like they're a professional. Like they went to school for this, and like throwing them some petty cash. That feels rude.
Are you? I don't think it's
What?
rude.
Yeah, I don't think
I've,
it's
al-
rude at
I've,
all.
al- I've always grown up.
Kyle,
Like-
don't you go to Gay Greg at Walmart?
Oh, I used to. Gay
Oh.
Greg left.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Did he tell you he was leaving, or did he just not show up?
But he's just gone.
Oh, he didn't even say
He
goodbye?
probably transferred
Nah.
because you referred to him as Gay Greg.
I
Is there any
I
particular-
remember one time Kyle's like, yeah, I'm going to get a haircut. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, to Gay Greg.
Yeah,
Dude, Gay
Wait.
Greg was awesome.
when
You can
call
get
them that-
haircuts at Walmart? Is that a real
Oh
thing?
yeah, it's a thing.
What? They do haircuts there too?
Yeah, not all
Well,
Walmarts.
there's
Not
a-
all Walmarts.
It's not in, like, there is a haircut salon inside of
Yeah,
Walmart.
if
So
not
it's
like
employees
owned by
of
Walmart.
Mhm.
That's insane. What the fuck?
It's like a
Walmart has
McDonald's.
everything, man.
But yeah,
Jesus.
I used to go there just because it was convenient. But now I just go like Great Clips. So
Yeah.
just because it's closer, I don't really care as long as you don't butcher my hair. I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah. No.
I don't have like a specific barber I go to. That kind of raises a question. Do you guys like it when your barber talks to you? Like,
Hell no.
okay, thank you.
I do.
I normally tip barbers more when they
When
shut the
they-
fuck up.
Yeah, like I don't know, like when I want to talk to someone, I'll talk. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want you yapping in my ear when I'm just trying to relax when you're cutting my hair. Like,
there
come on,
are-
please.
There are few things that I hate more in this world than small talk.
Oh,
I
it's
hate
so
it.
awkward. Oh, awkward. Oh my god.
I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it so much. It's normally just pointless.
It's
is.
so
It is.
pointless.
It is
Because-
like you're talking about nothing, literally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you guys like ever run into like someone that you had a class with on campus, and then
Oh, God.
you
I-
talked with
yeah.
them for like
End of that
they just
5-minute
talking
conversation.
to you? They don't like the conversation just dies and they stare at you, and you're
Dude, I
like, what do I
literally-
say?
literally every time I see somebody like from my high school or somebody I've like interacted
Yes.
with in the past, I like avoid all eye contact. I make it my mission to just like completely avoid them because, like, and they've like made eye contact with me before. Like I've like looked at them accidentally, and they'll like start coming over. And
I
I'm just
run.
like, no,
I'm
fuck
out.
this. No, because they feel the need to say something, even though we weren't even friends. Just fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. Like I don't care about you,
Weirdly-
like at all.
Weirdly, I completely agree with that. If it's people from like high school that I didn't give a shit about, I have no interest in talking about them. But like I'm on the opposite of like everything that you guys have said for the last like 5 minutes. I love talking to my
Ooh.
barber. Alright? And it's small.
Yeah, you probably love trolling your barber.
No,
There's a
no,
difference.
A little bit. I'll troll the barber sometimes, but
Have you been going to the same barber?
I used to have the same.
Is it
like,
gay Greg?
No, it wasn't gay Greg. See, I don't go to a barber. I go to like a hairstylist.
Ooh,
Oh.
Yeah.
ooh, fancy,
Oh.
fucking fancy, dude.
And I used to have the same one for like ever until like 2 years ago when they left. Like they like I have no idea where they went. I just
They're
went to
probably
get a
sick of you
haircut, let it
talking
go.
to
Yeah, they were literally like sick of you, dude. They fucking bounced. They're like, I've
Just
dealt with
hit
20 years of this
their
fucker talking to
showing
people.
up.
Yeah, they love it. Like,
The
small
barber's
talk-
probably the only person Aaron tells like his deepest, darkest secrets. It actually feels like very emotionally connected to the barber.
It's
Hey,
when
man,
you
when I was
scratch
young-
my
Caleb
hair.
Guaranteed told the Caleb story to the barber and they fucked right off as soon as they heard that. So like, yeah, I ain't having anything to do with this guy. I'm out. Fuck that.
No, like, small talk is just a gateway to a better conversation. Okay.
Not always. That's not always true.
Never,
Sometimes
never
it's,
in my
yeah.
case. Never. In my case.
Yeah, see, but you can't. You know that's at least 50% your fault. You know what I mean?
I consider these people an inconvenience and nothing more.
Oh,
So,
Terrible
God.
people.
You say it's a gateway, Aaron. What do you say when someone just stares at you more than like 15
and
seconds
they
after
don't
you've
say
done
anything.
all?
That
Yeah.
that's if there's a break in the convo, and like there isn't something that you felt you needed to tell them, that's your goodbye. Hey,
You
man,
just
it was great-
leave. You
well,
just turn
just-
around and
Yeah,
leave?
you just say see you later. Like, hey, dude, it was great to run into you. You know, I'm sure we'll run into each other again. See you around. And then you just start to walk away, because then you're exiting, and
Okay.
they
See-
can't continue the conversation.
It's
Okay.
not necessarily that I'm like bad at small talk. I used to be, but ever since I started working in retail, I've kind of honed my skills a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit because I have to.
definitely, yeah.
But like, it's just I don't care about it going any further. That I never push. You know, like
Yeah.
it's not like
You're
I
terrible
ever.
people.
Why am I care? Why am I a terrible person? Huh? Why?
You don't care about other people, man.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
It's got to be genuine.
What? Why do I have to care about these people? Like, it's not like I want anything like bad to happen to them
Hmm.
or anything. Like, it's just
Why can't you just
I don't-
smile
I
at them
don't-
and
I
walk
don't-
the other way?
Yeah,
and
it's just like-
you know.
I don't know you. I'm fine. I'm fine with the friends I have. I don't need
Yeah.
any more. We good.
Mm,
So-
you know.
I guess it's
when you
different
work at a
strokes
cash
for different
register-
folks.
When you work at a cash register, how many times do people ask how your day is?
Oh, I mean, pretty often. I normally ask them first,
It's
but
like the
occasionally
lead
they'll.
off.
But normally when I don't ask, they typically ask me. So almost all the time.
Jeez. Do you say the same thing or do you start to mess it up?
Are you asking if I like had like a common line that I would say like at the cash register?
Yeah, give it to
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, I would just be like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Oh," and they'd be like,
Good.
"Okay, good." And I'm just like, "Cool." And then I
Yeah.
check them out, and then they would leave.
Yeah.
So
I
what do they?
literally like it would. I'm fine. They might not be fine with it, but I'm fine with the rest of the checkout being complete
Absolutely.
silence.
Yeah.
Like-
me too.
Well, yeah, you're doing your
just like-
job.
Because I'm just like, if I was this person, I would just want
and then leave.
the
right?
cashier to shut the fuck up and hurry up and get my stuff checked out so I can
Yeah.
fucking leave. So that's what I
Yeah.
do. I just like, oh, how's it going? You know, be polite, and then boom, done.
Yeah, it's like when someone asks you if you want help in a shop, and I'm like, do I look like I'm disabled? Like, no, I do not require help. Like, I'm fine.
fuck
Leave me
off,
alone.
asshole.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Have you guys?
just leave me the fuck alone and let me do my shopping. Like, Jesus Christ.
So antisocial. Hey, can I help you find anything? Yeah, I'm looking for this. Oh, it's over there. Thanks for saving me 5 minutes.
I'd rather spend 5 minutes, to be fair. I'd
Have you
rather
guys
spend the
ever
5
played
minutes.
the game Four Corners? Have you guys ever
No.
played that?
I have no idea what that is.
It's when you go into like a retail store, like Nordstrom's or something. People in the States, pretty much, Rhino, you go into a store like that, but your goal is to touch each corner of the store and get out of the store without someone coming up to you and saying, "Hey, can I help you with something?"
You have to be Usain Bolt to achieve that.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
it's
much.
it's way more fun than you'd think it is. I do it
That
when I
sounds
go
like a
shopping at
great
the Abbey.
game. Oh,
Yeah,
shit, that
no,
sounds
try it.
fucking
Like in
amazing.
all seriousness, because their job is to come talk to you. Like
Yeah.
that is, if they don't do it, they get in a bunch of trouble.
Yeah.
And so
Yo, no, I do understand that. Like, we would have
I
like
get
our
it,
district
yeah.
managers come in to our Target, and we got in trouble a couple months ago just because we weren't like people on the sales floor weren't like asking like, oh, you need any help with anything? Can I help you find
Mm.
anything? So we
Yeah.
got in trouble for it because we weren't being vocal enough. So now we have to do it.
God,
But
how annoying.
people like, I mean, it's like becoming a common thing now. People like other people to do the shopping for them now. Like I had this prick come in one time, and he's just like, hey, you got any like shoe polish? I'm just like, oh, because I've worked at the front end pretty much the entire time, and now I'm a supervisor up at the front end. But like I don't work in apparel. You know, I don't have my entire store memorized
Yep.
and everything. So but I have a good idea where pretty much everything is, just not exactly. So just like, yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's like right next to the shoes, like on an end cap. And he's just like, well, and we have like these little devices where we can search the items. And he's just like, well, why don't you look it up so I don't have to walk all the way back there and I end up paying for nothing. I'm just like,
Oh God.
and of course I want to just like throat chop this guy, like break his fucking esophagus in the store and watch him choke out. But I can't do that. So I'm just like, okay. I look and I see it, and just like, it was like, no, we don't have any. And he's just like, you don't have shoe polish here. I'm just like, no. And he storms out, just like, and talks to one of my cashiers on the way out, just like, you guys don't even have shoe polish here. And he just walks out. Just like, this guy's such a prick. Like, honestly, who cares if his life continues? Like, honestly. It's such a piece of shit. If you go in to honestly, I think I'm just gonna stop. Okay, I'm just gonna stop because I could go on forever about how big assholes people are to retail workers.
I completely
for
agree.
sure.
I worked at Burlington for like 6 months, I think, and it's freaking rough, dude. Yeah, that like some customers, they just expect it's always it's a middle-aged like.
Dude, it's like the
moms.
middle-aged fat women.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Like
They
you
expect
can
you to
tell
know
when.
everything. It's
Oh, dude,
insane.
you can tell when like a bitch walks into the store or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Or
And-
like it's like normally like an old cranky old man, like middle-aged man or
Yeah.
something. Like you can always tell.
the ones
Yeah,
that
Yeah, you
wanna,
just
like,
know that they're an asshole. They have
Pretty
an aura
much.
about them.
Yeah,
It's that bad,
absolutely.
huh?
Oh,
Oh,
so-
yeah,
it's so
absolutely.
bad. Just like what
Huh.
those people think they're like entitled to. Almost.
I know people are so entitled. Like they act like
Mm.
children. Like I have these old people acting like little kids.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to do terrible things.
What do you
to them.
mean this shirt isn't available in red? What kind of establishment doesn't have this shirt in red?
Like I don't
See, Aaron, imagine
don't
having like
choose.
a conversation with someone like that, though. Like that's how I imagine
no.
all small talk to be, like with someone like that.
You can, like fuck those people. but people aren't inherently that person. That makes sense.
I think they are. I think like at least 80% of people are that
No,
person.
Absolutely not. I think
You
think
might
it's
just
a
have to chalk that up to
confirmation bias.
differing philosophies.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
But
know.
yeah, as my time in retail though, like it's like ruined like other stores for me. Like I just go to like a grocery store to do shopping, and I'm just like scanning the crowds now, just like random people. I'm just like, God, these are all assholes. Like I fucking hate everyone in here. Like even though I don't know them at all, and I'm like not working, random grocery store, just like I hate everybody in the store right now for no reason. But I know they're probably complete assholes.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, dude, it's like I've got like it's like when I go to the gym, like there's people there that I talk to, but like 3/4 of the time, and you know what, like 90% of the time, I don't want to talk to them. Like I just want to put my headphones on and I just want to work out and I just want to get in the zone. But like they take offense if I don't like fucking walk over to them and say hello. Like it's like
I
my
know.
fucking job to welcome them. I'm like, can I just fucking work out? Like, can you just leave me the fuck alone? Like, I don't want to have a conversation. I don't go to the gym to socialize. Like, I'm here to work out. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And I just sometimes like you have like a 5-minute convo, and I'm like, now I just want to go home because there was no point in me coming. I just wasted 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
Just kills
And
your vibe, man.
Yeah,
It does.
there's
No, it
definitely
absolutely does. And
certain
you just-
places.
Ruins
you just
your
talk about
groove.
nothing. It's like, oh, what'd you do on the weekend? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm not gonna go start listing off what I fucking did and all my accomplishments and all this shit. You know what? You know what it
Wow.
is? I feel like people who like small talk like talking about themselves. That's what I think. And I fucking
Yes.
hate talking about
Yeah.
myself. So I just hate small talk.
I did too. I was always raised where I always feel like weird talking about myself.
Uh-huh.
I always like feel like I come across as bragging or something.
Yeah.
I don't
feel
like
it.
Other
feeling
people
that
don't
way.
have an issue with it. If you guys had combos with people who just have no issue with telling you their life fucking accomplishments and like listing them off in like the 2 minutes that you converse with them, like if you had combos with people like that,
Oh yeah, it's
They
like
had the
people come up
worst
just like, oh,
conversations.
how's school going for you? I'm just like, good.
it's fine. Yeah.
And
And
then-
then you ask
And
them
then
the
they're
same
just like,
question.
yeah, I just like finished my
Oh,
master's degree and I just
yeah.
became like fucking doctor or whatever. I'm making like
Oh,
like
Yeah.
I
hate
have
those
a
people.
yeah, exactly. Just like, yeah, I just wanted to like, yeah, and like, I started making like $37 an hour, you know, just in case you were curious. Like, I just wanted to tell you how much money like I make now.
Yeah.
So just like, I don't give a shit. Like, I honestly give 0 fucks about
Literally,
about you
yeah.
and your life.
Kind of on the topic of that, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people just don't ask you questions. Have you guys ever run into that conversation? Like where you're
Yeah.
sitting with someone?
Oh,
And
it's
they just-
completely one-sided.
Yes.
Yeah,
They just yap about themselves. Yeah.
Yes, and it's just like, hello, like I'm here. Like you can just tell they just want to toot the. Oh.
You like check for like
Oh.
like an interviewer name tag to see if you like. I've only been doing an interview for the last 20 minutes and like, oh,
Yes.
is there also a camera? Do I have a microphone? I just didn't realize that I work
Oh,
for NBC
man.
now.
God.
Yeah,
I just feel like a
it's
lot of
weird.
people are bad talkers. Like
It's a give
And the thing is, they are like the most uninteresting conversations. that I have.
yes.
They are like
Oh
I
my
could converse for hours about way more interesting things than your fucking life or my fucking life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so when someone asks me like, oh, how have you been? Like, I haven't seen you in 6 months, for example, and they come up to me like, oh, how you been?
Yeah.
What's new? And my reply is always this: nothing much.
Yeah. Guess what? We're 20 years old. Our lives aren't that interesting. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Like,
They're really
I'm
not.
I'm sure I could like fucking memorize everything that I've ever done, sit down. But like, I don't find interest in that, so I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say nothing much. I've been good. Do you know? And then you ask the same question back, and some people give you like a fucking laundry list of shit that they've achieved. I'm like, oh my god, just relax, bro. Christ almighty.
It's like they rehearse it, like at
Yeah,
home.
in the
Yes.
mirror
Yeah.
Like
before
they
they go
rehearse
out
their
of
smart. Like,
All
they
right.
rehearse
So
their
when I
smart.
run into someone today, I'm gonna say this. Like it's great.
Rhino, are you more of an introvert or an extrovert?
See, people say that I'm an extrovert, but like I feel like I'm more of an introvert.
Because like the way you talk, like right now and like in video games, is that the same way you like talk in your real life? like in the real life world.
Yeah, basically.
See, I am completely different.
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, not with like Aaron or like my friends and everything, but like everyone else, I feel like I'm like a completely different person. And not with like my girlfriend either, but like everyone else, like even some of my
Yeah.
family.
Besides people that you're close with.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can just completely switch it off. I just feel like I turned into someone else.
See, weirdly, I have like
Damn.
I only have like 2 modes, and that's with like who I am. I am probably uncomfortably myself around strangers. Like it does not take me very long to say some weird ass shit. Like that I would say here, you know, like oh dude, I fuck a dude, you know, like that, just like that shit. Inside joke there. Anyway, inside joke.
Get it?
But then like my family, I'm completely different around my family. Like, or like anyone that my family knows, I'm like way more tame around.
Mm-hmm.
But then like yeah, like complete stranger. Like I feel like I'm more open to complete strangers than like most of my family.
Dude, I'm at the point I'm taking this class this term where he has you like do like these discussions with like people sitting next to you, like
Oh god.
every 10 minutes or something. Just like, I want you to talk to the person next to you about this, like that sort of shit. And I'm one of the people who just like, I hate that shit. Like I get uncomfortable doing it. Probably because of the whole small talk thing. Like people try to talk to you afterwards because they feel like they have to. I am literally at the point in that class where I just don't do it. And like everyone else is like looking around. Like everyone around is like talking to like the next person, and the person sitting next to me, I can see out of the corner of my eyes he's like turning his head to me, but I like refuse to look at him. I just refuse to look at him. I'm just like,
ignore his presence.
yes, I ignore his
way.
presence.
What?
I like,
Holy shit.
I'll start like writing in my notebook or something, or just like completely ignore him because I'm just like, this is retarded. I'm not doing this.
Is it the
That's
same, is it
so
the same guy
funny.
every week or whatever?
No, I alienate a new person every day.
They never want to sit next to you again. That's what. Down.
See,
Like,
I would be
nope.
fine with that. Please do that. Please don't sit next to me. I don't give a shit.
It'd be great if it was
By the end of
same
semester,
guy.
you'll have no one next to you. I reckon that's what will happen.
If it was the same guy every week, like at the very last
Oh.
day, you can like
That'd be
you
so.
can leave him a note, just like I was never real.
See, like some people I can tell like seem like thrown off by it, but some people almost seem to like appreciate it. Like some people are in the same boat as me, and they're just like, they like look over, see if I'm gonna start something, and then they'll just like go doing what they're doing, and we have like an unspoken like connection
Agreement,
kind of.
yeah.
an
Yeah,
unspoken
yeah.
like agreement. So
Dude,
it's perfect.
It's one of the biggest things. Like I had a professor, I think it was my freshman year, he walks into class and he goes, I hated group presentations. They don't get anything done, but you're going to do group presentations all term. And I'm like, what? He's like, I know that it's always turns out the same way. One person does everything, and then the other 3 people just ride the bats of that one person, and then you guys all get an A because that one person did a really good job.
He's probably too lazy to change up his course material.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like, I don't know, just that stuff in college just absolutely drives me up. It's like, dude, like, you don't want to. I've had professors walk in. This is a different professor, but he would walk in. I had the class it was 2 days a week, but every other day he'd come in and be like, man, I really don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And he'd just stare at us, and we're like,
See, I feel like I have, like, for the most part, at least in real life, I have like zero like community, like whatsoever. Like at my college, I'll like go to like some sports events and like I'll cheer for my team, you know. I'll also like that sort of like school spirit, I suppose. But like some people will like come up to me and they'll be like, oh yeah, they'll just like try to keep doing high fives and shit. I'm just like fuck off, leave me alone. I'll just like shuffle away from them. Just like I'm trying to watch the fucking game. Okay, I don't know you. Fuck you. There was a game, and like my roommate Schaefer is pretty much the exact same way. We went to like a game our freshman year or something, a football game, and we're sitting in the student section. Like awful, by the way. I don't sit in the student section anymore. But
Which section do you sit in?
just in the I like wait for like the first 5 minutes of the game, and I scope out like seats of people who like didn't come, and I just go take theirs. Because one, the people in the student section, they never sit the fuck down, so I am standing the whole time. I don't want to stand the whole time. I want to sit down and I want to relax and enjoy the game. Anyway, as I was saying, like we were enjoying the game and everything in the student section. It was like the second game, so we kind of had an idea, still kind of new to college, still on the high of it a little bit, still thinking it was like going to be a good time and it was going to be the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And this like drunk girl, because all the people in the student section, they like smuggle booze in,
Oh hell yeah!
and they just get absolutely like wasted. And this girl like starts coming over and starts trying to like dance on Schaefer and
Oh
everything.
hell yeah!
And Schaefer is just like sliding away as much as he can. Like he's just like getting away. He's like clearly just like uncomfortable and just like just wants to get away. Dude, there's also Schaefer doesn't give a fuck about girls sometimes.
But did you
Unless
guys double team her after or not?
No, fuck that.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
That's
Why not? You could have tagged. You could have Eiffel Towered that shit, dude. Get the tag team going.
It's not gay if it's a three-way.
Kyle doesn't like high fives. Remember? He already
Yeah.
told me.
Oh yeah, you would never
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
But there's
It's
also
called an H.
there's also a time where we're just sitting in our dorm and like a couple girls were in there just talking, and a girl goes over and sits on Schaefer's bed and everything
yeah.
while Schaefer's on it, and Schaefer's just like, get off.
No.
And she's like-
Wait,
and
what?
she's like all kind of being like all playful, just like, oh, I'm not gonna get off. And, like he's just like you have like one more chance.
What
Like
the
he's not
fuck?
being mean about it, but he's just like,
Yes.
get off, get off, or
Yes.
like this is your last warning. And
Is-
she's just like,
what?
she still like thinks that he's joking and like playing around, so she's being playful.
Because any
Schaefer-
normal human
Schaefer-
would be.
Schaefer shoves her off the bed. It's like,
What the
Yes. Oh
he
yes.
just pushes her off, and she just like lands hard on the ground.
fuck? So
That's
awkward.
awesome.
I mean, are you guys sure about Schaefer's sexuality or?
Oh yeah, it's undeniable. but
Undeniable?
He's very specific. He's
Yeah.
very specific.
Oh no! I forget about that. He has a quiet taste. Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh god,
So I'm guessing she was white then. If he gave her the boot that hard.
she wasn't white. No,
What?
she wasn't. She was.
She just wasn't dark.
She just
enough?
wasn't dark enough.
Oh,
she-
no
she was-
fucking way.
She was Asian. She was Asian.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, not.
Poor
Not-
Asian
not as-
woman.
I know. That's just how he. How he is.
That's
He,
hilarious.
like. I know it sounds like he's racist to everybody, but I promise you, he's not.
No,
He's
it's
just.
absolutely not.
He's
No, he just
very
has a-
specific. But he's just. I don't
He
know.
just-
It's hard to
you know.
explain.
He's just
Specific
Asian.
taste. I understand. I mean, I don't get it, but like I admire it.
Do you
It's good.
not have a specific taste?
I
in,
think
like,
it's
girls?
okay to have a type.
I mean, like,
You
I
have
think
a
there's,
type, though.
it's one thing to have a type. It's another thing to have like such a specific
Yeah.
type, like Schaefer does. Like, I think
Yeah.
that's an extreme type. Like,
She needs to
my
be
type is-
5'3". She needs to be shade 36B. She has to like have long straight hair. What else is it? I forgot what the feature was.
Yeah, but the only thing he cares about is like the tone of skin.
Pretty much.
It's
Well, like,
actually,
I mean, do
certain
you guys
shit.
have like a type, like the
Yeah.
type of girl that you prefer?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say, Aaron?
Oh, jeez. Now you're putting me
Oh,
on
here
the
we go.
spot.
Big anime titties.
Oh, hell yeah. You know the do I have a type? I'm trying to like
Dude, you just don't want to say it. You just don't want to say it,
like,
dude. 'cause you
I'm thinking like like I feel like my type is less about like their like physical nature and more about like
oh, here we go.
No, no,
he doesn't
really,
want to seem
really,
like a
really.
misogynist.
No,
oh,
no,
come
like-
on, Aaron. Don't give me this BS, bro.
no, I can think of like it's hard because like I mean we talked at length about freaking titties, bruv. I have no I have no issue being very whatever that word's called.
Misogynistic?
No, not misogynistic.
No.
Oh jeez. No,
Superficial?
I like how hard.
I'm not.
He's fucking so uncomfortable right now, Aaron.
No, I'm not. I'm super not uncomfortable. I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think if
I can
really-
feel you sweating, dude. I can feel
I'm
you
not
sweating.
I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating.
Are your socks wet?
His socks are wet.
I'm not wearing
100.
socks.
Socks are wet. Okay.
Feet are wet then. His feet are wet.
Yeah, I had to take my socks off. They were soaked through.
Come on, just Aaron, just what's your type?
Yeah.
Just
come
what's your
on.
type? Don't
Yeah.
even think about it. What is it?
You know, I like an independent woman.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
classic.
That's okay.
That's a
It's okay.
fucking classic.
No, I mean
Okay.
like I'd say I have like a disposition. I'd say more often I think like a blonde is attractive.
Okay, see, there you go. That's
Overly,
all I was
yeah.
looking.
There you go.
That's all I was looking for.
Yeah.
There you go. Easy.
What about-
Easy.
Kyle, what about you, man?
Oh man, I like a pear-shaped woman, and I
You like him
I-
thick.
yes, no, I like them thinner at the top and wider at the hips. I mean, I don't need like this huge shape, but I
Kyle's a
think
butt
that's
guy.
attractive.
You're a butt guy.
I think
Hell
that's
yeah!
way more specific than I could be.
Really?
Yeah,
Mine's not that.
like
Mine's not that.
100, like 100%.
Well, okay. I'll
for
kind of
you.
go into it because I saw. Well, I was probably 15 or 16, but I saw this lady going into Goodwill. And Rhino, if you don't know, Goodwill's like a donation center where like you dump off your stuff you don't want, and people just rebuy it for cheap.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We've got the things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I watched this lady walk in, and no joke, the top half of her body was probably 250 pounds. And then imagine you took that body and you shoved it into a bottle, and her legs, her waist was maybe 32, and her legs were these little pencils, and it was the most unattractive thing.
Wait.
She looked like Gru from Despicable. No,
Oh my God.
Dead serious. Like,
Wait, so-
like I
Was
just
she
remember.
fat or did she have like a boob job? Are you saying that she
No,
had like a boob
no,
job?
she was fat.
But only in the top half. How is that even possible?
I
what
have
the fuck?
no clue. I don't know if she had liposuction or something.
That's
But
fucked up.
I remember, like, when I saw that lady, I was like, that is not me at all. I need it the other way around. I need more at the waist, less at the top. And so that's how I got the hourglass figure. And then blonde or brunette or like hair color really doesn't matter to me because
Mm.
Abby's changed her hair various times. And it's one of the things where you're like, no, I like this one. And then she changed her hair and you're like, well, that looks pretty good too. And so, I mean, hair color really doesn't matter to me. It's more the
So
body.
do you like that Nicki Minaj booty, Carl?
No. Oh gosh, no.
More of an Iggy Azalea
Dude.
guy.
So I've never seen Kim Kardashian's, but I saw a picture of her like
Right.
paddleboarding. I thought it was fake. I'm like, you could set a tray on that thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what in the?
absolutely.
I'm just sitting there like, why? Like, why would you want something like that? That doesn't even look good. I don't
It
know.
has its own solar system. That's what I heard.
No, like seriously, I was just like, crap.
It's kind
So-
of fucked up. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like that's like on a really like end of scale type of thing, like in terms of booty size, especially in
Yes.
comparison to the rest of her body. Like Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, it all has to be in proportion. It's
Yeah,
not
for
like
sure.
a crazy like no, just a normal person. What about you, Kyle?
No, Rhino's gonna probably make fun of me.
Wait, can I just guess? Can I guess
Yeah.
first? Can I guess? All right.
Go
So
ahead.
it's either going to be any female in general, right? Or it's going to be like, oh no, it can't be Rang. You don't. Oh, wait, is it Rangers? Is it Rangers?
Oh, it's got to
Are
be
you-
Rangers, mate.
It's got to be
It's
Rangers.
gotta be.
It's got to be Rangers. I'm gonna lock it in.
It's gotta be Rangers.
Fuck
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy other redheads, but
Hell yeah.
my girlfriend does not fall into the category.
I was
and
gonna
that's totally
say.
fine. But that's totally fine. But
But you
I
can
do
have your-
generally what? No. I do generally enjoy redheads. Like when I was like single and all that kind of stuff, like redheads were very nice.
Were there any other redheads at your school?
Oh, there was.
Oh yeah, I
plenty,
mean there was plenty. There was one that I tried to get with like my freshman year in college. She lived on our floor.
Hell
She was very nice.
Did
She
you
didn't
smash
like me
it?
though. No,
Did you smash anyway?
no, I
That's
It is-
unfortunate.
no smash.
No smash.
No,
She didn't like me. I'm too socially awkward, man. Socially
Yeah.
awkward.
You're a little wiggly.
You're too
wiggly
nice.
creature.
let's be honest. You're a nice
He's
guy.
not nice at all. What the fuck?
No, but like
That's
when
the
it comes
problem.
to
He
ladies.
doesn't know
No,
how to be
no,
nice.
no. I will contest.
Supposed to
I
be
will
nice to these
contest.
People, how do I do that?
Oh,
Hello,
please.
does that count as nice?
No, I will contest. Kyle is very nice to the ladies. He knows how to treat a lady.
Yeah, 'cause he's that little
Actually,
bang
dude,
bang.
a
I was
proper
going through
gentleman.
his fucking Facebook thing, as you do. There's all these comments from girls being like, "Oh my God, Kyle look good. Kyle look so cute. Your eyelashes so cute, Kyle." He was fucking swimming in the puss. He just
Yeah,
didn't know what to
no.
do with it. Like, what the fuck?
This fucking cringe is what it is.
Was it like, what is it, like pity puss, or was it like interested puss?
No, it was
I
deep.
I
friend
honestly don't know what it is. Honestly, the whole concept of flirting has always been incredibly confusing to me. I can't tell if they're like talking to me because they're interested or they're talking to me because they like feel like they have to or something. like when my girlfriend, we both worked at
Yes,
Target.
I
That's how we
love
met each other. But she was like when we started dating, she was just like, yeah, I used to like come up and like flirt with you all the time. Just like I thought we were just talking. Like I just thought we were talking.
What the fuck?
I was like, oh really?
Dude,
I'm just like like I'm sorry. Like I thought we were just talking.
there's signal. You're not picking up on the signals? Like
I don't
there's
see the
there's
signals. I don't.
I have a theory that most.
It's
I don't
such
pick up
obvious
signals
they're
at
doing.
all. I have no clue when it comes to signals.
Well, the
you just have to look at their body language. It's so easy to tell.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's misleading. I think it's misleading sometimes. I don't know. I just don't understand. Just don't.
Oh.
Anyway, what's your type, Rhino? Your type.
Blonde with a
I mean,
big
I-
ass and some nice titties.
Oh, holy!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
And she better not be one of those girls who vote and shit. You gotta stay in the kitchen.
it's fucking compulsory to vote over here. You have to.
You
What
gotta
the fuck,
kick
Aaron?
me up something good in the kitchen. You better stay there.
Actually, that is a
Yes.
requirement.
All right?
Absolutely.
And you gotta go back to class soon, mate. You're 16. It's legal over here, mate.
Got him!
Oh, Jesus
As
Christ.
soon as that third period bell rings, you better head right home, cook me some lunch, and then head back on to geometry.
Yeah, you go fucking over in Australia. You go fucking have a date with your girlfriend in the high
High
school
school.
cafeteria.
Go walk around the track at recess or something.
You guys acting like it's like common practice to date people who just turned the legal age. Like that's thing. Like it's not a fucking thing. Jesus, that's just the legal age. Christ. Isn't it like European countries whose legal age is even younger than ours? Like ours is 16, but
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I
some
think
Euro
they're-
countries are like 15. I think.
Yeah. And I think some Asian countries go down to like 15.
No way.
Oh,
We
no.
got Google. Just give me a sec.
Wow.
I
So
think. I
what's
mean,
your- what's your real type?
I mean, I normally go for blondes,
So
like petite blondes.
okay,
Um,
does your girlfriend fit the category?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
Although
that-
she's like Carl's girl, like she's changed her hair color multiple times. And
Uh-huh.
I've got no issue. But
Oh my god.
what
Did you just look up the lowest age of consent, Kyle? Because that's what I
So-
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
shit, what is
Fine
it?
ticket, mate.
Afghanistan, the
Okay.
age of consent is must be married, and that's it. There's no age.
That's fucked. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man.
The lowest age of consent that I'm seeing here is in Nigeria, which is 11 years old.
Oh God.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
where are you looking at? I'm on ageofconsent.net.
That
Oh,
is
.net.
that's where I am, man.
Chilson's
Where I
on
am.
.org, dude. He's on the Superior
Oh,
website.
these aren't in order. Okay. I assumed it would go from lowest to highest.
Wait, does the age of consent vary by state here?
Yeah. Some
What
states
the
have it.
fuck?
You didn't
I
know that?
didn't know that.
I bet. Wait.
What's
So
a-
before you say it, Rhode Island has to be one of them.
No,
There's
you,
a lot. There's a
Utah.
shit ton. There's like
Utah.
more. Dude, Aaron,
Yeah.
no joke. There is more like 16-year-old age of consents in the United States
There
than
you go.
there are 18-years old.
It's normal. It's normal.
The only states where it's 18 are California, New York, Florida, Oregon, Utah, Iowa, Arkansas, Tennessee, West Virginia, Vermont, and Delaware. So
It's not
what?
even
That's
that many. It's like 1/5.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I knew. Rhode Island's age of consent is 16.
That's 11 out of 50. 11 out of
That's
what the
insane.
fuck? I didn't know
I had
that.
no idea. I just.
So the majority of your country is the same as mine.
yeah,
You
which
fucking
is
retard.
not a
What
good
the
thing.
fuck?
That's messed up.
so
Oh
weird.
God.
What's wrong with us?
That's
What-
39
Why?
states that agree with Australia. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
See,
Uh,
California is 18.
Yeah.
And
I'm surprised
Washington
Utah is
16.
18. I'm really
What?
surprised that Utah.
That's impossible. Fuck
That's
Utah.
impossible.
Utah.
It's. Have you ever heard of the Mormons? Like, hello.
They're not following
Oh.
the rule.
Well, are you happy? Are you happy now, Rhino, that
Yeah.
your pedophilia has spread across the world?
I
Are
just
you happy
I love
now?
how you guys are like giving Australia the vast majority of your country is exactly the same way as mine. Like what the actual you guys are so ill researched on your own fucking country.
Oh,
Terrible people.
Screw you.
You guys need to learn some more about your country. Maybe back in 10th grade or something. You guys need to get sent
We only
back.
got 3 actual metropolitan areas here in Australia. Most of it's just dirt.
Dirt and
spiders.
kangaroos.
Oh shit.
Kangaroos.
It's funny because it's true. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
No,
How did we even get to the age of what? Why are we talking
we're
about age of
like,
consent?
we're talking about like.
Aaron made a
type.
Aaron made a pedophile joke about you when we were talking
Yeah,
about
your
your
type,
type.
your
Remember?
type, yeah. See,
Oh, that's right.
See, the problem I had so much problem like picking out my type because when I was thinking of like, all right, like actresses I find most attractive, the like first like 4 that came up had nothing in common almost. It's like, oh, Scarlett Johansson, Aubrey Plaza, Amelia Clarke. It's like, wait, like 2 of those are
Mhm.
white, but like beyond that, like what do they have freaking in common? They-
But is it like so say like a specific like hair color walks into a room, like will you know like will you check her out based on like cuz like I feel like
Oh,
If, like, a-
Aubrey Plaza?
yeah, dude.
You can just hear the judgment in his voice. Oh, her. Ugh.
Oh, dude. She's no good.
Okay, now I need to check it out.
Oh, she's not like 10 out of 10, but she's
Oh.
great. She's a great person.
Oh, shut up! You don't even know her. You're a fucking celebrity. Hello.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What is she from? I feel like I know this person.
She's in a lot of stuff. Like her most famous role is definitely Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She's like towards the top of the list for you.
What the fuck?
I think she's attractive.
I mean,
Oh.
I kind of see it.
I don't know if I put her in like top 10, but like just like we're talking about like what's your type, you know?
True.
And so it's like, oh, like
I
who's-
don't know.
who are
She
people that
looked
think they're
super-
attractive?
I'm
She's kind of average, man. Kind of average.
that
Oh shit! Just, is it gonna be like when I found those pictures of Daisy
Daisy
Ridley and
Ridley?
you're like,
Oh,
life was
yeah.
over?
Yeah, exactly.
We all remember. In fact, you would have thought that her going redhead would have like swayed you even further into her corner, but clearly not, because
Yeah.
it was a fucking abomination. Let's be real.
Oh,
I don't think she looks bad. I like her.
It's because you can't
she
possibly
is
think that
in
in your
Dirty
mind.
Grandpa. I know
oh yeah.
Yeah, she is
somewhere.
in Dirty Grandpa. Yeah, she's
she's
shit.
the one that sleeps with De Niro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell
she-
me
she
about your
fucks-
social
she fucks-
security chat.
she
Tell
fucks-
me.
She fucks Robert De Niro in Bad
Tell me you're
Grandpa
gonna have a heart
in Dirty
attack.
Grandpa because it's the worst. It's the worst movie ever to ever exist.
Oh, yeah.
It's not
Here comes the debate.
Great.
Carl, what do you reiterate, Carl? What do you have to say about that?
Dude, I don't care. I love shitty. I love.
It's terrible. It's like it's not even like it's not one of those movies where it's so bad it's funny. It's just terrible. It's like it's just like cringe funny.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with that.
It's like one of the. This is how the movie begins. Okay, like a guy. Zac Efron, you know, he's like engaged. He's like getting ready for his wedding or whatever, and like his grandma dies, and like they go to the funeral, and he's like
Oh,
with his
God.
grandpa. Like, no, the grandpa's like all sad about it.
Uh-huh.
He's all sad about it, and the next scene just like Zac Efron's dad just like, you know, you should like spend like a weekend with your grandpa or something, like to try to cheer him up or whatever, because he's like pretty upset about
Uh-huh.
like his fucking wife dying. And the next scene is pretty much what sets up the rest of the movie, and that's when I was just like, oh my god, I want to die.
To kind of counterpoint, I thought it was a strong start, but they didn't go anywhere from there. That just was
this
the
scene
whole
ruined
movie.
it. This scene ruined it. Like Zac Efron goes to his grandpa's house and like knocks on the door and walks in, and Robert De Niro
Freaking
is
whacking it,
fucking
bro.
naked, masturbating. Like,
Wow.
what the fuck? And the grandpa like acknowledges him. He's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm almost done. Like, hold on a second."
Oh!
And like, what the fuck?
Wait, Rhino, have you not seen it?
Definitely not, dude.
No,
Dude,
go see
oh,
it. Please
go
don't
see
see
it. Come on.
It's so
Is it-
bad.
Is it like on Netflix currently? Maybe I should watch it tonight.
It's not a
I don't
great-
know if
it's
it's
not
on
a great
Netflix.
movie, but I don't know. I kind of weirdly, I agree with you that it's a piece of shit movie, but like
I think it's fun to watch.
I actually thought
No. I
thought
think
the
it's
opening scene
hilarious.
was great.
Um,
It
let
just
me-
didn't
I
go
think-
anywhere.
oh,
Aaron,
gosh,
maybe
what's
you
that
only
guy's
like it because there's woman's in it though. I feel like you don't like it for the actual
Woman.
film.
No,
I think it's 'cause
I
it-
don't like the movie.
No, and
Oh,
let's
you
see.
don't.
Where's
No,
the
I think
cast?
I
You just-
agree with Chilson that the movie is shit, but I disagree because I actually enjoyed the opening scene, but the movie didn't go anywhere from
Oh.
there. The rest of the movie was just masturbation jokes, and that's not.
What about the
funny.
wo-
Well,
what
and
about
they
the
have.
woman?
Let's see, Jason Mantzoukas. Is that his name? I don't know.
I don't
No
know.
idea who that
He's
is.
just a
Jason-
unnamed
No.
piece of shit.
He usually plays the same. He's usually like a drug dealer, crazy Middle Eastern person,
Oh, that guy.
but he's hilarious in the movie.
Like, what do you
Jason
mean by
Mantzoukas.
hilarious? Like, I'm curious as to. I'm curious as to what you
Oh my god.
I just thought he was
Oh,
really funny.
shit.
He's all,
like.
Drugs
Like,
and
like
stuff.
ha ha funny or like.
yeah, like I laughed funny. Just what he was doing was funny. I don't know.
That's
I might have
great.
to rewatch the movie.
Yeah,
I just love how fucking serious it gets when we talk about this fucking film. Like it's always bad grandpa.
Yeah, I know.
I
Uh,
just-
fuck.
We'll have
I
like a
just don't
5-minute
understand.
discourse on like actual like cinematic masterpieces, but we'll talk for 20 minutes about dirty fucking grandpa.
Literally, oh shit.
But, um,
Jimson just like
That's
can't
good.
get the bad taste out of his mouth. Like I
Yeah.
think it scarred you for life, dude. Like you
Well,
can't
it's
forget
like-
it.
what scarred me for life is just
Mhm.
knowing that my best friend enjoyed the movie when he should.
Okay.
What I don't like, I'm Kyle. I'm trying as hard as I can to try to understand what about the movie that you liked, but it is impossible. I can't.
Oh, shit.
Dude, that scene when De Niro takes that t-shirt cannon and they I'm laughing just thinking about it. He drills the guy in the face and knocks him out. It's hilarious.
With what again? What does he hit him with?
A t-shirt.
That's so funny, dude. He hits the guy with the t-shirt in the face, and he fall down. It
Oh,
was so
no.
funny.
I need to watch it. Holy
Yeah.
shit, just so I can
You
have like
really
a stake
do.
in the
Yeah,
fight.
you
Like
really
I
do
just
need to see it.
oh fuck.
No, I'm not claiming that it's a great movie. I think it's an entertaining movie to watch. I think it's funny.
No, it's no. You said it's hilarious, Kyle. You said it's hilarious.
Yes, I laugh a lot in that movie.
Oh fuck. Oh,
Oh.
I fucking love it.
So
I'm done. I'm done.
I get the feeling like I'll be on Chilson's side with this, so like
Oh,
I mean, like,
Whoa, whoa,
Probably.
granted I haven't seen
Yeah,
like-
you have to go in very open-minded.
Yeah.
the funny scenes that you guys have been that you've been talking about, Carl, they don't seem all that funny.
Well, I
to
mean,
be honest.
Can
That's
Can
okay.
you explain comedy? You know,
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, you just
I mean,
kind of
if
gotta
it's-
see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. No, I'm just gonna fucking watch
Dog,
Yeah,
you,
just-
you need to watch it. Like
Pirate Bay that
I-
shit.
Also, a little bit. Hey, we don't support piracy on the internet.
Okay.
You wouldn't
But,
dog the
Okay.
Anyway, like I went in with a little bit of personal bias because like a very tiny bit, but it was amplified like 100-fold after watching it. But Robert De Niro is ass. Like I saw Raging Bull. Raging Bull's fine. Raging Bull,
Yeah.
good movie. Good movie.
Yeah.
it's a
Dirty
fucking
Grandpa is
masterpiece.
Fucking terrible. Fucking
Mm.
terrible. Like
De Niro kind of spreads his like talent a bit. Like he's either in something really good or something really bad, I find.
Well,
It's like
I think he does these like he does the movie he wants to. He does a Raging Bull, becomes super famous, and then he wants a new Lamborghini, so he's in Dirty Grandpa.
yeah, he wants the
Well,
paycheck,
now-
dude.
And then
I
every
just
like
feel like he's-
decade, he does another masterpiece.
well now I think he's just like doing the same thing over and over again. I feel like he's the same person in every movie now. He's trying to be like this funny guy now or whatever. But he's just not.
edgy,
just not.
edgy
Yeah.
grandpa.
He's not that
Edgy
funny.
grandpa, yeah.
Yeah. Not
But I'm
It's
sorry.
funny to watch like actors try to transition out of what they've been in. Like, I think Adam Sandler a couple years ago tried to do a serious movie. It's always interesting to see comedians into serious roles.
Honestly, well,
What?
I think what is considered one of Adam Sandler's best movies is actually a serious movie. I don't remember what it's called though, because I fucking hate Adam Sandler, so I don't know all of his movies very well. But I remember it, one of the movies as like one of his most popular is like an actually like really
Grown-ups.
considered pretty good.
There's
Is
Yeah,
it
no-
grown
is
ups.
it
Grown.
punched? Is it
Grown-ups.
punched?
Yeah,
Drunk Love, I think?
yes, that's
Oh,
it.
Punch
That's it.
Drunk Love.
Yeah, it's got like Philip
Yep.
Seymour Hoffman in it. As well.
Yeah,
right?
that's it. And like there's those movies with like Jim Carrey. He did like
Eternal
fucking-
Spotless.
Eternal-
Yeah, Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
yes.
Mine.
I didn't
Sunshine.
see it, but I heard it was
Great
good.
movie, great movie.
amazing.
Yeah, really good movie.
It's really good.
So it happens every once in a while.
Yeah, no, it happens, but it's always weird for me to see.
No, it is.
Walter
Comedian,
Mitty.
you're like, Huh?
Oh God.
Walter Mitty. That was a good movie.
Wait, did you actually like that, Aaron?
Yeah, Walter Mitty was a great movie. Are you kidding me?
Is that the one with Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Ugh.
I didn't watch it. I'm not the biggest Ben Stiller
Neither am I. I
person.
didn't like him either, but I thought he was
No.
great. I thought he was great in that.
No, I actually like Ben Stiller, and I thought the was actually poo-poo.
Oh man.
Rhino rates it a poo-poo. A critical judgment
Poo-poo,
you
I'd
can
say.
trust.
One poo poo.
Oh my god. All right, well, why don't we get
Awesome.
the hell out of here?
Is that a wrap?
Yeah.
I feel like we what?
We have to go watch. We have to go watch Dirty Grandpa.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm so down.
Well, this has been the Weekly Whatever. We have a Discord, the Weekly Whatever. Hop in, drop us some lizards, hit us up with some stuff you want us to talk about. We'd love to do it. And check us out on Facebook and Twitter at the Weekly Whatever. We are very active with polls and questions to get you all on the show. We want to talk about what you want to talk about. So hit us up. This podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, YouTube, Castbox, Podcast Go, Podcast Player, and Stitcher. Plenty of options for your subscription preferences.
Hold on. You forgot one. You forgot one.
And 69 underscore weekly whatever underscore 69 winky face on Grindr.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on Grindr.
Make sure you
Kyle,
subscribe.
this week, can you try to get the podcast on
Yeah.
Dead serious?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It'll get the
I
most
just
listeners,
think
guaranteed.
that'd be so funny.
I'll use Eggplant Aaron as the profile picture.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Everyone
Fuck
will
yeah.
be all over it.
Dude.
I would definitely.
And then like also put like Photoshop pictures of muscular men, but like that like clearly aren't me, if that makes sense. Just like straight up like it's like a Middle Eastern guy with like a six-pack.
Just a
like that's
Copy and
definitely not.
paste.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I am Aaron. You can find me at Twitter. I've gotten in the habit.
Add Twitter.
I've
Add
said
Twitter.
it
guys.
and now I can't.
Add Twitter.
On
Once
Twitter.
again, add Twitter.
Yeah, just
At-
tweet at Twitter, and I'll respond. I'm pretty high up in the Twitter command. Anyway, on Twitter at _the_lizard_.
I am the lizard.
I tweet a lot. I've gotten into this habit of putting "don't at me" because I think it's hilarious, but I want people to at me at the same time.
God damn it, Aaron.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, hit the follow up. Chilson, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Chilson115 and Twitch just at Chilson. So hit me with that follow up.
Wow, that's my catchphrase. Okay.
Sorry, it sounded really cool,
Thank you.
so I decided to do it.
Just mooch it.
You'll get that kind of cool stuff if you follow me up. Okay. Oreo, where can people find you?
Anywhere and everywhere. Oreo, ERO, 0.
All right. And Ren Talks.
All right. Hey.
Yes.
Rhino, hello. All right, Rhino.
Everywhere and everywhere at Chilson. Follow me up at Twitch, at Twitter. I am the lizard. And Chee-hoo! Chee-hoo!
All right. Check in next week for more whatevers.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy.